everybody, welcome to another lesson of learning Japanese. Today we're going to cover how to say X should do blank, and here X is just going to be the subject of the sentence and blank is going to be the action that X should perform. And in order to express this grammar construct, we are going to invoke the Japanese structure ta form of a verb plus the phrasing方がいい. And what this grammar construct literally means, if you literally translate, it's going to come out in English as something along the lines of doing blank is better, or it's better if X did blank. But in translating it, we're going to naturally or more naturally interpret it as meaning X should do blank, or it's best if X does blank. So with that being said, that should be enough to understand the concept of this grammar pattern. Now let's just jump into some examples to get a better idea of how it works. For our first example sentence, we have the line 来月はクリスマスだからお金を節約した方がいいと思う. And what this line translates to is basically, since next month is Christmas, or because next month is Christmas, I think it's best if I save money. Let's break down the sentence bit by bit. First up, we have Raigetsu, which is going to be next month. We have wa marking as the topic. We have Christmasu, which is just going to translate to Christmas. And then we have dakara. So this first part of the sentence is going to translate to because next month is Christmas. And now we're going to move on to the second part of the sentence, which has the grammar pattern that we're using. And first up there, we have okane, which is going to be money. We have o marking money as the direct object of the sentence. We have the verbal noun setsuyaku suru, and this is going to mean to cut back on or to save on. And we're going to conjugate the suru here to its ta form because that's what we need for this grammar pattern. So suru turns into shita, and then we follow that with ho ga i, and that's just going to be the grammar pattern that we're using here. Ho here is going to modify shita basic, and that's going to in turn kind of translate to something along the lines of the method of doing. And right after that is the e adjective e, so it's basically just saying it's good to do the method of doing. Then we add on the to omou, which is going to be the I think part of the sentence. And so all together, once again, 来月はクリスマスだからお金を節約した方がいいと思う is, since next month is Christmas, I think it's best if I save money. I think it's best to save money, or I should save money, or something along those lines. For our next example sentence, we have a more simpler line. Our line is Mainichi undouした方がいいですよ. And what this line is just saying is basically you should exercise every day. Let's break down the sentence bit by bit. First up, we have Mainichi, which is going to be every day. We have undou suru, which is the verbal noun that means to exercise. We're going to conjugate suru into its ta form again, so undou suru turns into undou shita. Then we add on the ho ga i. Then we're gonna follow the e with desuyo. Then we're gonna follow the e with desuyo just because we're gonna want that nuance in our sentence. So all together, Mainichi undou shita hou ga ii desu yo is just gonna be you should exercise every day, or it's best to exercise every day, or it's better to exercise every day. Something along those lines. For our last example sentence, we have the line 質問があったら先生に尋ねた方がいいと思います. And what this line is saying is basically, if you have any questions, you should ask the teacher, or it's best to ask the teacher. Let's break down the sentence bit by bit. First up, we have Shitsumon, which is just the noun that means question. We have ga attara, and this is ga aru in its tara form. We haven't covered that yet, so don't worry too much about it. Just know here that it means if you have any questions. So shitsumon ga aru means to have questions, then shitsumon ga attara means if you have any questions. That's just what you need to know now. Moving on to the next part of the sentence, we have sensei ni tazuneta hou ga ii. Sensei is of course teacher or professor here. We have the particle ni marking the teacher as kind of the target, the indirect object of the action, and the action here is tazuneru, which is basically just going to translate to ask here. It's going to be in its ta form, so tazuneru turns into tazuneta, and then we modify that with hou ga ii, so you should ask the teacher is what that part is translating to, and then we're going to follow that with to omoimasu to just add that last nuance of I think you should ask the teacher. So combine that with the first part of the sentence. If you have any questions, I think you should ask the teacher. Shitsumon ga attara sensei ni tazuneta hou ga ii to omoimasu. And so yeah, that is using the grammar construct ta form of a verb plus the phrasing hou ga ii followed by maybe des or da or to omoimasu or to omou if you want, whatever which way you want to use it, to mean you should do this you should do blank, whatever verb that you're using in the grammar construct. It is a pretty handy grammar pattern, and we will cover the negative form of it right probably next video.